instead of trying to fight that in only a political way, they just do it by being who they are, by loving life, by singing life, by dancing life.
Hier فلافل شيخ امين ابن سيغلاف وفيتامين من جيروساليم. الله يبعث اهلك يا جيروساليم، هيك دائما بقول انا الناس الطيبين.
بعتقد انه يعني هو طبيعة الحياة علينا كشعب محتل دائما بتفرض علينا انه الافكار اللي احنا بنتوجه لها بالفن هي يومياتنا وحياتنا ومعاناتنا. ومثل ما يعني في مقولة كتير مهمة بيحكوا انه الثورة بندقية وريشة فنان وإبرة تطريز. الثورة مش بس واحد بيقاوم ببارودة، الشاعر مقاوم والفنان مقاوم والفنان التشكيلي مقاوم. احنا دايما بنجسد شكل يعني اشكال نضالنا كل واحد بطريقته.
بكفي عشان تفهم شأن اجتياح شهر، بكفي عشان تفهم شأن منع تجول شهر. ما شفت باب البيت من برا الحارة. انا حفظت كل اشي بالبيت، بعرف كم بلاطة بغرفتي، بعرف كم مربع بالشباك اللي بطلع برا غرفتي، حتى نسيت انه بروح المدرسة. واصحابي اكيد بعدوا كم من بلاطة بدارهم كمان. باختصار ما كنا نسمع شي ولا نشوف شي برا. لا شو ما نسمع، قنابل، مسيل، رصاص، راكب نسوان بتصيح ولاد بتعيط. اللي بدك اياه كله من ورا المربع اللي بالحيط الشباك.
حجر بحياتنا مختلف عن باقي شعوب العالم. الحجر أداة المقاومة، والحجر بلعبة الجلات، والحجر بكل الأماكن التاريخية الموجودة بفلسطين، والحجر الموجود في عكا اللي قاوم نابليون وهلا بيقاوم الاحتلال، والحجر كمان اللي المعتقل ممكن يكون وسيلة إنه يبعث لأمه إهداء أو يبعث لحدا من أهله إهداء. يعني والعروض كانت دائما يعني تتطرق لمعاناتهم هم ولمعاناة شعبنا، وكانت في تجربة مهمة تقدمت.
الدبكة الفلسطينية هي من التراث الفلسطيني طبعا من أجدادنا. هي إلها علاقة في الفرح وإلها علاقة في الحياة وإلها علاقة في الحزن وإلها علاقة كمان في المقاومة. فالدبكة الفلسطينية هي جزء أو نوع من أنواع الرقص اللي الإنسان بيعبر عن مشاعره من خلالها. زي ما الشاعر بكتب شعر، زي ما المقاوم بيحمل سلاحه، زي ما المناضل بيحمل الحجر، زي ما الأسير بقعد في السجن، كمان الإنسان اللي في فرقة الدبكة هو راقص وبيعبر عن المقاومة وعن أسلوب حياة خاصة فيه من خلال الرقص اللي هو بيأديه من خلال الدبكة الفلسطينية. بطبيعة الحال للعالم الخارجي عن هويتنا الفلسطينية من خلال الدبكة أو الرقص على المسرح.
Holding hands has a different expression. If they put their shoulders next to each other, it means that they're supporting each other. Like we say in Arabic, there is a saying that كتفك على كتفي, which means your shoulder is on my shoulder, which means a phrase for supporting. So when they do the dabke and their shoulders are next to each other, that means they're supporting each other. So every movement has a meaning.
Teaching dabke is really important in our culture, holding to our national identity and to our traditions and culture in Palestine and West Bank. Especially these days, the younger generation, we can teach them and let them be holding to it through art, which is dance. We travel around the world, and this is supposed also to be like showing people what is the Palestinian dance and what is the Palestinian culture, the national identity of Palestine, that we exist. And this is a really important part through arts that we can do this.
صار عنده 5 تليفونات.
1 2 1 2 3 4.
Music is important everywhere in the world. I mean, it's not just in Palestine. But I think in such a situation and context, music becomes even more powerful because there's a lot of things to express. We believe that music also it's a part of the resistance, but it's different kind of resistance that we can also resist through art, through football. We can resist through education. I mean, everybody can resist and have his way of resistance. I always have dreamed to play music, but never really had the opportunity or the chance to do it. I spent all my childhood in Al Amara refugee camp. I was impressed by the music and by the possibility of expression that music gave to me. And immediately at this time I started to dream it should not remain only for me. And that's where I really started to dream about creating an association for taking care of children who want to learn music.
Okay, أعلى صوتك.
At the end of the day, we don't have a lot of musical institution. We don't really have this culture of learning music. Geographically, it's very hard also because of the occupation. We can't move, we can't really create, we can't have an independence.
As young Palestinians, it's very strongly needed to have a voice to the world because they have to live with this very negative image of them outside, and they have to justify that they are not what people say all the time that they are. So instead of trying to fight that in a very dogmatic way or in only a political way, they just do it by being who they are, by loving life, by singing life, by dancing life. When you go through war and violence and sadness, and when that dominates your life and the situation takes over, you lose yourself. And especially kids and youth, when they're growing up, their whole thing is around themselves. They're looking for their identity, how to grow up. And in such an environment, it's extremely difficult to do that. So we want to give them a space where they can reconnect with themselves, reconnect in a positive way, in a way where people support them, in a way where people help them to express themselves physically, emotionally, artistically, giving a voice to what is happening to them through the circus, because all the shows that we make are always based on the daily life of the kids, what they feel, what they are concerned with, what they want to express at that moment to anybody around them.
In the beginning, when I came here, I was inspired by the color of the stone and the sand and the mud of the area, and the color in general of the place, of the landscape. So my painting go in this way to express my love in this color, my love this place. I joined the PLO information department, and I start working with posters and painting. All those years I have been in touch with the Palestinian issue. I put my idea through this department to express what we need, what our dream, what our future should be.
I remember myself when the flag was forbidden to have it at home as a small object or a real flag, and it was forbidden in the street. It was forbidden to be painted and to have it as an object. Mm-hmm. So if you have it, you have to hide it. So this object, when it was hidden, it has this energy or this kind of magical energy. There was a time when it was not possible for the Palestinian artists to use in one painting the four colors, the white, black, red, and green, even if they are doing a watermelon or a flower. They have to avoid this kind of joining the color together. The response was that the artist was very creative to do their own way of how they use the flag. I mean, in not only the color, but in their artwork in general, the whole national questions, their identity, their needs, etc. So it was there in their artwork. In the neighborhood, in the first Intifada, when the young shabab, they start create their own flags, the Palestinian flag, and they don't have the material. They don't have one white, red, green clothes to join them, to cut them together. So sometimes the black is mixed with some lines. Sometimes red mixed, it's not pure red. Okay. So this was, for me, very nice flag.